Hello and welcome to this Warcraft replay. Does it work? Does it work? It does work, it does work. Thank God. Wow, today has not been a good day for recording, honestly. But a lot of things have had to change quite a few things. First of all, actually, I'll introduce the players first. So we have TH000 spawning in as the red undead player on the top right. He is going to be queuing up as random, and he gets undead. Probably his second best off race, I think. I don't know actually. I think I do like his undead more than his orc, but I haven't seen his orc in years, so I can't actually comment on that. He will be facing off against Moon, the blue night elf in top left. I have Moon in the as the perspective because night elf units will tend to have more invisible units compared to undead. So yeah, that's my reasoning. That's why I always have orc players as the main perspective, because the Blade Master is hidden from the minimap if otherwise. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Death Knight first for TH, going for Ghoul opening here. Meanwhile, Moon going for a Demon Hunter first, and Ancient Wall creeping at the Mercenary camp. So yeah, since I literally have nothing to talk about, aside from the fact that my exams will be starting next week, so yeah, lectures end this week, and exams start super early, but thankfully that does mean exams will end earlier than normal, so yeah, I don't know, it's a bit of a weird trade-off there, but either way. So my problem was Adobe updated all of its stuff to, I think, the 2018 versions, right? And I use Audition for my microphone. And yeah, it kind of screwed up with my microphone in the first attempt at recording. I did not check if the audio was actually picking up. Unfortunately it wasn't, so yeah, that was kind of depressing. I spent 2 games worth of casting and it didn't record what my commentary was, so yikes. And then I decided to update OBS because my OBS is extremely old, and yeah, I wanted to see how OBS Studios was. Sadly, it brought some problems, mainly because whenever I whenever I cast Netease, I always let's say, how do I say this? Either way, Demon Hunter boots as his first pickup. Alright, I guess. The claws for the Death Knight still on level 1 though, meanwhile the Demon Knight's level 2. Little skirmishes, expansion attempt here on the bottom left. So back to the point I was trying to make, try not to get too sidetracked. If you don't know how Netease works, for replays you have to relaunch. It goes straight to the replay as you launch the file, and then that's not what OBS likes. Yeah, every time a program is being captured and exits, whenever you relaunch it, it goes blank. That didn't work for the old OBS, unfortunately, or fortunately, but now it's screwed up, so gotta do it a little slowly. That's pretty much it. Let's go back to the game. Demon Hunter picks up a nice ghoul kill here. It's very difficult to get away from the Demon Hunter, especially with boots first. Yeah, even if you have Unholy Aura, it's still not enough movement speed. Demon Hunter is one of the fastest anyway, and with boots it's, you know, pretty fast. Expansion here being cleared out. Ogre Magi is going to drop the Circlet of Nobility, so far pretty good items for Moon. Nothing too spectacular. Personal preference whether or not you would like a boots of speed dropped, or you know, you'd rather pick it up from the shop, but it saves them 250 gold. Death Knight finally gets level 2 after the long distance creeping over here with the ghouls, and tier 2 is nearly done. Should expect either a Lich or Naga Sea Witch second, or just go straight into tier 3. Graveyard has been completed, so it seems to me he's going for standard Crypt Fiends Destroyers. Hunter Soul is nearly done for Moon, so I should expect double Ancient of Laws for himself there. Demon Hunter is gonna finally just take a camp to get to that level 3. Ogre Warrior will drop some goodies hopefully. Is gonna drop the Claws of Attack +6, so far pretty good item drops for the Demon Hunter. Let's see how well those items will be put into use here as the Naga Sea Witch comes out as the second hero. Wisp is gonna try and go for a detonate, only gonna hit one skeleton, and the Shadow Priest gets picked up by the Naga Sea Witch. However, the Demon Hunter now shows up. Needs to be a little careful not to get surrounded, as yeah, it seems like TH was actually looking for that. Naga Sea Witch already down to half health. She does have boots, so she can somewhat outrun the Demon Hunter, I guess. Or at least run far enough every time he auto attacks because he has to stop for it. Ancient of Laws will be force cancelled there. I don't actually think this one was cancelled, as I have no idea where the Wisp is, so it probably was taken down and some of the resources lost, if not all. I can't actually remember if you lose all the resources or not. Oh, very close to that surround, but yeah, thankfully for Moon, he did not actually get surrounded. I mean, he still has TB Scroll as well, and probably could have maybe killed a ghoul for the opening there. But other than that, this gold mine is actually being mined finally, so if it doesn't get dealt with, it's gonna be kind of bad for TH. Statues being trained up, no tier 3, which is rather odd for TH. Especially since his opponent has expanded. He either needs to break that expansion or he needs to go to tier 3 immediately, because he's gonna get outclassed very soon. Starting to see some Crypt Fiends, some statues as well, but if we do see bears coming out for Moon, which seems to be the path that he's going for. Yeah, if destroyers can't actually pop out, then it's not going to be a good time for TH. Expansion being attacked, but it's rather difficult to actually finish things off with only a couple of ghouls and Crypt Fiends. Here comes a bunch of mercenaries from Moon. Shadow Priest is being targeted down, and I think it's gonna die. Yeah, that should be the killing blow there. Meanwhile, the Demon Hunter was chasing around the Naga Sea Witch. Unfortunately, he got himself a little caught, and that is gonna be a TP scroll burned there. So, thankfully, the Naga Sea Witch was able to get out and was actually able to force a TP there. Unfortunately, Moon actually split his units off, and they probably should have just TP'd with the Demon Hunter now that they're just gonna get chased down by the rest of the undead army. Army supply is currently 41 for Moon and 46 for TH. Right? Yeah. Red is TH, bottom is Moon. For once, colors are actually correct because I switched the perspective. Demon Hunter taking a bunch of damage. He does have health pot just in case. Naga Sea Witch trying to get away from that Demon Hunter. Oh, she's stuck with her own spiders. Oh. For a little bit. It's kind of risky to still stand around Naga Sea Witch. You probably should just go back home. I mean, TH is doing a very good job blocking the Demon Hunter. Oh. Yeah, he just can't get an auto attack out. Except I think he might be able to reach him now. Death Knight trying his best to block, but the bear, Demon Hunter, that's a dead Naga. So, yeah, really weird that TH actually kept her around. She should have just backed off and healed up, but that just gives a free hero kill over to the Naga Sea Witch. Meatwagon pops out as well, so just going to further the siege here. Hopefully it will be a little faster now with siege equipment, except the Demon Hunter has something to say about it. He does have his Orb Venom It's not going to affect the meat wagon too much, but will be enough damage to actually take it down. Bears only add up training, so they can't turn into bears actually. Demon Hunter actually gets surrounded as well, but focusing down this Crypt Fiend to hopefully try and sneak past that wall. Statue needs to do something, otherwise the Demon Hunter just gonna get through scot-free. Armor supply is still pretty even. It seems like Moon's gonna go into low upkeep here as he's queuing up his Dryads and Bears. Agent of War seems to be going down very soon. Death Knight needs to be careful. Oh, very aggressive. Death Coil right into the Demon Hunter's face there. Naga Witch pops up from the altar. Unfortunately, she gets mana burned to pretty much out of mana, and she is taking a beating as well. Demon Hunter got surrounded again, so this might actually be a dead Demon Hunter. There we go. Level 2 for the Naga Witch as well, and Moon is in a bit of a problematic situation, but his bears hopefully are enough to carry this. I mean, they barely take any damage from those Crypt Fiends, and they do so much back. And of course, no destroyers means the Rejuvenate will stay there for pretty much the entire duration. Yeah, this is not looking good for TH. Like I said in the early game, he needs destroyers to deal with these bears. Otherwise, these bears are just gonna run havoc. Preservation Staff to nicely save that low hit point bear. And sadly, yeah, TH didn't kill a unit in a couple of minutes, and that's pretty bad because he lost pretty much all his Crypt Fiends, countless meat wagons as well. He is in a bad place. So tier 3, yep, tier 3 is started. Unfortunately, it's extremely late. It's gonna take quite some time until destroyer form is actually researched. And as you can see here, 45 for TH and 61 for Moon, so clear supply disadvantage for the undead player. Surprisingly enough, that Moon hasn't picked a second hero just yet. Yeah, Illusion, just being annoying, I guess. I don't know if he's actually going to pick a second hero. He might be able to pick one up here. But I actually have no idea what he would go for. Naga Witch maybe? Panda, I guess, but if TH goes for like mass destroyers, then Panda probably doesn't seem like a good idea. Big fight over here. Bear's just gonna maul that one Crypt Fiend. Demon Hunter taking some damage, but of course he can just shrug that off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bears with Roar buff is just too much of a hassle. You can see how quickly those Crypt Fiends actually fall with just a couple auto attacks of those bears. And wow, Moon is still fighting in his opponent's territory. Yikes, that spider just completely got crushed. 3 statues? I mean, destroyer form seems like it's might be a thing, but we just keep pumping out more statues rather than oh, actually no, we're not even done tier 3. Oopsies, my mistake. That's a lot of statues. I think this is statue number 5 in fact. So he is preparing to destroy those bears soon. Invulnerability potion will be picked up by the Demon Hunter, and he has reached level 5. So the bonuses of actually having only one hero, most of the all of the experience goes over to that hero. Now that he is level 5, the Panda comes out as the second. But there's not many creep camps to actually farm from, so it's a little weird to see the Panda coming out here. Especially at this time, when Destroyer seems so obvious for his opponent. Oh, Epigraphs. That is indeed a rare sight. Not many players are willing to invest so much to countering those destroyers. Normally they'll just go mass Dryads, which I don't think is that bad, but mass Hippogriffs is a more secure way of dealing with any potential destroyers, and yeah, more Hippogriffs are being queued up. This gold mine is about 5,000 gold mined out, so I mean it's paying off. Able to produce so many units, have an armor supply of 75 versus 50. Yeah, we can see now the consequence of not destroying that expansion, which is you'll be very behind.
Our warriors have engaged.
Demon Hunter taking a boatload of damage, but thankfully he was able to survive with about 1 or 2 hits away from dead. Needs to be careful even more. He's not actually gonna go back home to his moon wall. Uh-oh. Okay, Death Knight. Oh wait, this is an illusion. Okay, never mind, never mind. I was gonna say, why is that Death Knight there? Ooh, Death Coil into Frost Nova. It actually hit the Druid of Claw instead of the Demon Hunter, but I think the coil was after the Demon Hunter. Thankfully he did cancel it out with the TP scroll. Plus 2 attack and armor for those bears are en route, as well as hippogriffs as well. So yeah, it's looking kind of bad. Even a second Ancient of Wind, just to add more numbers to those hippogriffs. It's not looking good for TH. 60 versus 80, that's 20 supply down.
Our warriors have engaged.
Which is crazy to think about, and in terms of hero levels. So, where's the DK? There he is. Level 4 Death Knight, level 3 Naga, level 1 Lich versus a level 5 Demon Hunter and a level 3 Panda. There we go. Who picks up Talisman of Evasion and the Ring Regen from this mercenary camp. Does he have double preservation? Yes, he does. So, always thumbs up to when I see double preservation staff, because it saves more than just lives, it saves heroes' lives. And yeah, thankfully Moon does have it. We'll see how many bears and heroes he can save, but it is TH the one initiating this fight. 68 versus 80, this is kind of questionable, but then again he can't see the supply difference, and he sees all those hippogriffs running at them. They do have the roar buff on themselves as well. Only 2 Gryphians, so only 2 hippogriffs can get caught in webs at a time, and that's just not good enough. These destroyers are just going to get absolutely pecked to death, and the bears are not even being dealt with by those destroyers, which is their one job. And yeah, this is not looking good. Panda getting into position, and that's just gonna be game. So yeah, although it was highly contentious in the first couple of minutes, it slowly became just a one-man show, and yeah, just unable to punish Moon for expanding there by TH, and that is going to be victory to Moon.